Good morning, everybody. The other day, I read to you a passage from Percy Shelley's Prometheus Unbound, and that inspired today's reading. In 1816, Percy Shelley, his future wife, Mary Wollstonecraft, Lord Byron, and some others were in Switzerland on a dreary day, and someone had the idea to have a contest who could write the best horror story. And Mary Wollstonecraft won by writing Frankenstein. Um, I remember very well when I first read the book how shocking it was that the story bared very little resemblance to the Boris Karloff movies of my youth. Frankenstein's creation was not um, the monster that Hollywood made him. But in this part of the story, Frankenstein has tracked down his creation. The story has gone completely sideways, and Frankenstein intends on destroying him or being destroyed in the process. His creation, however, tells him his story. And in this part of his story, he's hiding in a room adjoining a cottage where he stays for days and days and days, and through a chink in the wall observes the cottagers who have an Arabian visitor who they teach English to speak and to read. And one of the books they use is a history. And this is how Frankenstein's creation learns to talk and learns about people. Pardon the glasses and the glare. Here we go. These wonderful narrations inspired me with strange feelings. Was man indeed at once so powerful, so virtuous and magnificent, yet so vicious and base? He appeared at one time a mere scion of the evil principle, and at another as all that can be conceived of noble and godlike. To be a great and virtuous man appeared the highest honor that can befall a sensitive being. To be base and vicious, as many on record have been, appeared the lowest degradation, a condition more abject than that of the blind mole or harmless worm. For a long time I could not conceive how one man could go forth to murder his fellow, or even why there were laws and governments. But when I heard details of vice and bloodshed, my wonder ceased, and I turned away with disgust and loathing. Every conversation of the cottagers now opened new wonders to me. While I listened to the instructions which Felix bestowed upon the Arabian, the strange system of human society was explained to me. I heard of the division of property, of immense wealth and squalid poverty, of rank, descent, and noble blood. The words induced me to turn towards myself. I learned that the possessions most esteemed by your fellow creatures were high and unsullied descent united with riches. A man might be respected with only one of these advantages, but without either he was considered, except in very rare instances, as a vagabond and a slave doomed to waste his powers for the profits of the chosen few. And what was I? Of my creation and creator I was absolutely ignorant. But I knew that I possessed no money, no friends, no kind of property. I was, besides, endued with a figure hideously deformed and loathsome. I was not even of the same nature as man. I was more agile than they, and could subsist upon coarser diet. I bore the extremes of heat and cold with less injury to my frame. My stature far exceeded theirs. When I looked around, I saw and heard of none like me. Was I, then, a monster, a blot upon the earth, from which all men fled, and whom all men disowned? I cannot describe to you the agony that these reflections inflicted upon me. I tried to dispel them, but sorrow only increased with knowledge. Oh, that I had forever remained in my native wood, nor known nor felt beyond the sensations of hunger, thirst, and heat. What a strange nature is knowledge. It clings to the mind when it has once seized on it like a lichen on a rock. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you tomorrow.